Well, and no work tomorrow, so.
We went live to like, I have no work, yay! Hey, welcome to D&D Jarviskjir Here Be Heroes, the show that I don't sleep over. I've been a sleepy boy recently. I sleep through my Monday game. I took a pre-show nap, and then I just sat down, and then I just fell back to sleep, and I nearly missed it. I nearly ruined everything because I'm smart. Hey, how's everyone doing? Tired? Good. Okay. We got no Will. He's off being a family man, I think. And yeah, it's D&D time. I don't think there's any fanfares.
No, it's panic mode. I think is where we left off.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's really good that we're all really tired because we're starting.
Well, I mean, suddenly in danger.
It fits my character because my character would be very, very tired. That's right true. About now.
You're just getting, you're just immersed far deeper. All
yeah,
right.
Did you jump off the roof of your house before game to get fully immersed and like actually break some ribs and stuff?
Oh my god!
I mean, what if you don't do it? Then you're not a true
I'll be right back.
Gamer. Okay. Kids at home. What happened last week is you're in Bastillion, City of Magic, City of Tieflings. You are invited to an auction, which you go to. There's magical relics and things. Tesh finds a thing that shakes, and he's like, I need it! I don't know what I need it!
Yep.
And the mysterious individuals that have been mentioned before from Zelstella, from Barut's homeland, literally teleport into the place using some kind of memory manipulation magic. They just walk in, steal a key, big old magical key, and head out to leave. Before they leave, Barut's like, excuse me, do you have a permit for this teleportation? Excuse me. Excuse me, you can't do that here. This is a no loading zone. And they were like, I don't have to deal with this shit with you. And they push him into the portal. Not before Virik dives in front of it. The two fall, because they changed the portal to be above the building. Fall. Both of them somehow don't die. Due to a mixture of good deck saves, luck, and the monk's ability to reduce falling damage.
Yep.
By a lot. By 20 points. At this level, which is crazy.
Also known as enough to make you not instantly
not instantly die.
It was like a couple of points under insta-death is what that brought it down to.
Man.
You took an hour to rest up. And where we begin. One moment. We begin in a moment because my internet is not very happy.
I had a hiccup, yep.
Naughty boys. Alright. Where we begin is Von Basteroren, the person who owns this auction house. He's the only other person who actually saw the monks that came in and stole stuff. The monks wearing sandy garb, being led by a human and an elf, who's the one slinging portals around. And he went and explained about these gate stones and how there is a gate stone in the city, and that's probably why they're here. That's probably what they're doing. The gate stone is in one of the museums in the city. Pretty much told you where to go to get it. Barut kind of turns to the whole party after this hour of rest, this magical healing, after finding this all out, and is like, more or less says that he's going to stay here and try and research more. If you can stop them or find out if that's okay. If basically you deal with it, I'm gonna be a nerd, which is actually perfectly fine. Maybe he's a little shaken from nearly dying and being saved by the belt, quite literally. But he's going to be here in the manor at the top of the Spire of Ash at Von Basteroren's manor. At least for now. Maybe he'll move to a library later on. You'll be able to find him when you need him. But your mission Well, basically what he suggests that you do in the elven passive-aggressive way is head down there pretty quickly. Because you know they're teleporting around. And Tesh was saying, I think before this, was like, they're probably already gone. They're teleporting around.
We sent the rooks after them, sir.
Yes, you did send rooks after them.
Let's hope we don't fight 2 dead rooks.
With that, you have to head to the museum. So, do you want to casually go there? You know, no rush. Viric's, internal organs still feel a little bit loose. Still jingle a little when he walks. Or you could do athletics rolls to try basically run there as fast as you can. But this is Bastilian. It's a city of bridges and walkways and vertical distances and things. Even if you run as fast as possible, you're still not going to get there as fast as possible. The fastest way to do would not be an athletics roll, would be an acrobatics roll, where you're jumping, Viric using his grapple hook thing that he made. Failure of the acrobatics roll will be much worse than failure of the athletics roll. And you don't all have to do the same thing. You are...
I'm with athletics.
Yeah,
I know.
Good one.
I am better at acrobatics, but not by a lot.
I'm definitely better at acrobatics.
If I
at the
see
same time.
Mr. Varric trying to run off and do his own thing, I'm gonna grab him and try to carry him with because he is injured.
Okay.
Yeah,
it's one of those things where Viric would definitely think about doing the athletics and then be like,
no.
That's a bad idea.
Yeah, it's like, I could just jump that. How long is that? I can just jump to the other bridge.
No.
Okay, give me athletics rolls. Start off the stream great.
Okay.
The 13th episode, I didn't even mention that on video. The 13th episode, so they're fucked, right?
Good thing.
See, that's why I
athletics.
was gonna say, if you did acrobatics, you'd be falling right now. You run. There's this whole fight that's gone on. I mean, I say fight. They just teleported Viric to a high place and he fell. There really wasn't a fight. So you try and go as fast as possible, but Viric is badly injured. And Eleanor pulls him to the side, and you can't go at a great speed. You also don't know the city brilliantly. You go there as fast as possible, but you're never gonna get... you are smart enough to where you're dealing with teleporters. You're pretty sure you're already gonna get there late. When you go to the museum that you're going to is one of the oldest places in the city. The person you were dealing with, Von Bastor, and the collector, was basically said that this place was here before the tieflings were. Where it sits is in the Mage's Diamond. Remember last week when I said, there's an important place in the city, I can't remember its name. It's called the Mage's Diamond. It's basically like this city's central park. On the edge of it are very, very fancy buildings and museums and boutiques and some of the colleges and stuff. And this central area is a plaza for meeting people, for, getting some street meat, a little bit of marketplace action. It's a very important place with several layers and tiers to it. And you find the museum in the Mage's Diamond. And when you go to basically run down the street outside of it, because it's on one of the tiers sort of above the rest of it, which actually gives you a pretty sweet view off to your left side of this just vast area in a fairly dense city. You see. Actually, give me perception checks.
Okay. Gonna start off strong with a +1. Wait, actually, I will take
Hell
it.
yeah, dude. Hell yeah.
I'm just letting you get the bad luck out now.
Yeah, no, these are the rolls to get the bad luck on, compared to what could happen later.
So basically, that roll wasn't to see what you see when you get there. That was to see if you'd get there fast. You'd see anything on the way. Because of the angles of Bastilian, you might have seen something from above. You might have seen something from far away. But you don't. You have to focus on running and not running into other people, because other people in the city don't know there's something going on. So you guys have to get around crowds, especially when you get to this quite dense area. I mean, think Central Park. There's a lot of stupid people who are just like slowly walking around, not doing anything, which is just infuriating when you want to get somewhere fast. When
It's great. Imagine Eleanor like trying to like bustle through a crowd, just like knocking people over.
Yeah, exactly. That reference was basically for Eleanor's sake. When you get there, the little area outside, you've got to imagine it's on a bridge with a little bit of a small plaza outside this museum, and there's not actually much fanfare outside the museum. Some of the buildings have quite an intricate design, very Gothic architecture. There's just says it's a museum. It's a museum with a little opening at the front. There are 3 of those monks outside who seem to be basically have been put there in patrol, and you guys just run right into them, and they will literally jump into your way in a very monk way. They're sort of, they're ready, they're limber, and they won't even say anything. They literally just kind of like, there's 3 of them, there's 3 of you. They just jump in the way of where you're walking, with that sort of non-verbal threat of, you go any further.
Okay.
What do they look like?
So these monks, which is actually good, because Eleanor is the one person I think who didn't remember them because of the memory magic. These monks are all wearing sand-colored robes that on these ones are just incredibly simple and very rough. They're wearing sandals. When it comes to races and genders, they're a mix. One of them is tiefling, one of them is a human, one of them is a dwarf. They're all bald, and they all have this tattoo on the back of their head that, maybe if you kill them, you get to look at the tattoo.
Miracle immediately say, yeah, the vehicle immediately say, that's them, the ones with the push out the portal stuff.
Oh, good, because I was about to ask, like, are these the fucks?
Yep, these are the fucks.
Shall I get us ready for a initiative roll?
I think so, because literally as these guys hop out in front of Tobias, he's not going to slow down, and he's going to draw both his swords.
Yeah. And Varix pulled out his chakrams, and things happening. Varix not making the mistake of trying to talk to them again. That did not work well last time.
This is the thing, is like, considering that they almost killed you and Baruit, it's like...
Yep. Talking is long past now.
Yes, exactly.
Time for words is past.
The 2 individuals who are clearly of a higher rank in their order, the elf and the human who you knew, the human was called Shireen. Virik heard that and Barut heard that. They are not here. Maybe they were here and they got, they left. You guys don't really know.
Okay.
Alright. If you want to roll me some friendly initiative rolls. Wait!
Oh, what?
It's a great initiative.
It's okay, he said wait. I love how I was sitting there waiting for him to say...
Fine. I just needed to check that I didn't have an earlier roll going on.
I was just sitting there waiting for him to say roll initiative because I didn't want to do it too early. So I didn't know what he told me.
I'm not at my fighting fit right now. To restrain for some reason. Maybe it's because sleep is a lie made by the government to make you think.
Yeah.
That life
Sounds
is good.
about right, yep.
It's all part of a big
to make you think life is good. Yeah. Wow.
I ain't got anything ready. I'm a mess of a human right now. I'm sorry. But I'm sure at least someone finds it amusing. Okay.
How's everyone doing?
Having a good waitresses.
Good.
I'm very tired. I had on Saturday was when the You're Welcome tour came here, and I hung out with them only to realize that the free tram out of the city stopped at midnight. So I had to walk out of the city. So So that was fun.
That sucks.
Very cool.
3 a.m.
Speaking of what sucks for these guys is that Aelnor got the best initiative. Something that never happens.
It doesn't happen often.
So when she does, people usually explode.
Yeah. This isn't good for them.
I can just run up to this one.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna hit him.
Just adjusting my awful face.
I'm
That's
gonna
very
hit
much
him.
a hit. They are not wearing armor. They are monks.
I get to reroll that one.
Hey, they're like me. They're squishy.
Excellent.
Hopefully.
That's a +5 to that roll, so 17 damage.
Whoa!
Yeah.
You run up to this monk, and like I said, they were like, because of how good your initiative roll is, you basically got to them before they truly get in the way. Like they were gonna just block the path and be like a wall of force. You just get up, bring out the great sword while running, and cleave at them. This monk actually does somewhat dodge out of the way enough to lessen the attack. You still cast blood off as you scrape through skin, but you just like peel off a flank of skin instead of chopping the person in half.
Can I smite?
Oh yes, you can. Absolutely. In fact, I would be upset if you didn't.
It's like
That's a great
That's
Oh my
17 plus 14. That's
Yeah. It's when
30
when you just push the blade down and smite on the person, and they're like, as they're trying to dodge, they just yell loudly. It's like a searing. It's like, you know. Did you have this thing at school where they did the thing with the spray to do like a cold burn?
No.
What?
Basically, children are terrible, and they will find out ways to cause pain. And you can like use any kind of pressurized can spray to cause like a cold burn. That can actually be really dangerous. That's kind of what I was imagining. This cold burn that just this person is screaming. For a few moments before they steal themselves, and then they like stand back up while you're like holding the cold blade to them.
It could also be like dry ice, like where it's like super covered.
Dry ice and salt, isn't it? You can like make a burn.
Yeah.
Like even like dry ice, like touching it for like a prolonged period of time will burn you because of how cold it is. But yeah.
Neat. The more we learn.
I have a dry ice burn.
Yeah.
It's not going to show up on camera.
We get
but
to
yeah,
play
I
with it
have
all the
dry
time because I order in my groceries, and Eric gets to play with it now because he thinks it's interesting because he never got to play with it in school. So
I've never interacted with dry ice either.
No? Oh, it's
I need to go full Zumbo and make a dessert that has some dry ice features, just for street cred.
Nothing says OG street cred like involving dry ice.
Yeah. All right. The monk. You know what? We're not gonna do the one against Aeonor first. It'll be what they will basically both run up to the other two of you. They're fast. They're monks.
Yep. Monks are fast.
Nothing's weighing them down. So, Virik, your AC is 12?
13.
13. That's actually very important. So basically, they are monks. This guy will run up to you, will actually slide to cover a great distance, and there's snow on the ground and a little ice that makes it easier. Jump up and just start like a flurry of targeted blows, some like elbow smashes. Kind of what Virik wishes he could do. He's not there yet. Virix is just like, ah! Two of the attacks end up hitting. You end up parrying one of them. Okay. And together, they will deal 14 damage altogether after the turns combo. Tobias, your AC is good.
17.
Yeah, I was thinking 17. There is one hit against you. It's one of those things where, like, someone, like, the first punch is directly on a stud of the studded leather. They're like, The one that does end up getting through, they like kick you in the back of the leg and then follow up with a side punch and actually deal 5 points of damage, bludgeoning. And Eleanor, you have a 18 right now, I believe.
It's 17 right now.
17 because you don't have plate. That's right.
Or
We had an hour's rest, right?
You had a short rest.
Good. Yeah. That means I get my key back. That's what
Yeah,
I
I
worried about.
meant to remind you, but believe it or not, they hit twice.
Okay.
I don't believe it.
I'm the DM. You believe what I say. Together, that'll be 12 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And then it's Tobias.
Well, in that case, I'm gonna make an attack.
I thought that was a 20 right there. I was like, oh yeah.
And the second attack.
Every time you do that, Ollie. Every time.
It's fine. I'm just giving you guys an easier time, you know?
First attack is gonna be 6. The second attack is gonna be 17.
Tap.
Yeah. That's crazy.
The first one is definitely more of a distracting blow when the rapier comes in to go through the armpit.
Yeah, because these are definitely, and I don't do this for every enemy. These are some of the enemies where like every blow they're dodging to a degree. You're never getting a full hit against them. But that's very much a distraction to a stab. This person like literally will have to pull back and like dripping blood from their mouth, but they do not turn back. There's a zealousy, and by that I mean zeal, because zealousy is not a word, but it sounds good, doesn't it? In their eyes.
Yeah, I'm gonna move here, and that's my turn.
Awesome. I'm just trying to fix something real quick. There we go.
Oh.
Virik, your turn. What's up?
Yep. So, first of all, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be making a lot of use of that in this one move, because first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to chakram this one in front of me right in the face, and in the same sort of motion. Does that hit?
Yeah.
Okay, and the same sort of motion, push off the wall, do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And
I
attack
will
that
say,
one.
I am pointing out, this side is a drop. There's fences though, because otherwise people would just
push off
stumble.
the fence then.
Yeah. Just so you know, there is a drop.
Yep. And then I'm going to chakram this one in the back. Does that hit? I assume not.
No.
Yep.
It's like they turn and like deflect it.
With my 50 speed, I get exactly there.
Good job.
And I'm just going to whisper behind him, so how's that silent monk routine working for you? As Eleanor's about to lay into him.
Yeah, Eleanor now has advantage on him. Something that was unnecessary.
No, probably not, but I need one of them.
Actually, no, it is necessary, because Eleanor only has one attack, and I have,
exactly.
from watching Erin's face when she misses, it is sad when she misses.
It makes me sad.
That's a hit. Okay.
Is he dead?
No. Tough little buggers.
Alright, it's my turn.
Alrighty. Now it's the return of the monks. That one will immediately... first of all, we'll attack Eleanor. Boop. Which is a hit. Eleanor, give me a Constitution save real quick.
Oh, fuck. Stunning strike.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Fuck. Oh, no.
I was worried that this was gonna happen.
It's one of the things where, despite the armor, they just, like, basically push a fist against you in such a way that your armor crumples against you, and you're like...
I should have
winded.
smited him twice.
And you should have. You really should have. And you are stunned for your next attack. You also, next round, you also take 8 bludgeoning damage. And with you kind of like a little bit out of the fight, like trying to catch your breath, they will just turn back to Virik. And
that's not gone well.
They'll turn back to you immediately. You manage to fucking. Virik is one of those. There's like categories of characters in my mind. Virik is definitely a bumbler. Virik definitely sometimes dodges pure chance, stuff like that.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Which I imagine must be infuriating for someone like this.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, they're watching someone who's learning based off what he saw monks do.
Yeah.
In a short period of time.
Their second attack does hit for that'll be 6 bludgeoning damage. Then there's the other monks. One of them is in a brutal fight with Tobias. They're bleeding from the mouth. They will try and go for a fucking spin kick. Which is just... You're a northerner. You're just like, what are you doing? Get out of here. Just like step back. You know in Daredevil where like he's just flipping around? You're like, what are you doing? Just kick him. That's these guys. And actually of their attacks against you, only one of them hits. I do want you to give me nothing.
Oh.
And it's going to deal 5 bludgeoning damage to you. The other monk. What are you gonna do, son? Yeah, they're gonna go to Virik. It's just like basketball. You gotta mark your player. They will hit you. Give me a dexterity save, old Virik.
Oh, dexterity save.
Yeah.
I'm good at that one. Watch me roll a 1 now. I'll take that.
That's good. It's one of those things. The funny thing is, it isn't going to matter because they deal 10 points of damage to you.
Oh, yeah, no, bye, guys.
You hit the ground. You hit the dirt. And then they will immediately just throw these sharp darts at Aelinor. So they're getting in close. One of them does hit for a nice little neat 4 piercing damage. Then Tobias.
Well, after that impressive display of spin kicks, I am going to do one of these, which I'm assuming is a miss.
Yeah, that's no good.
But how about this?
Oh.
Yeah, that's a hit.
For 8 damage.
Man, you don't do much damage without your buffs.
It's true. That's why I'm really good at fighting one big thing, and I'm okay at fighting smaller things, but...
That's my character in the other one of the other games I play. I forgot the Oath of Vengeance guy. So it's like that one thing, it fucking dies, and then I'm like, about everything else.
It's one of those things where when you get this attack off, no longer is this monk dodging attacks deftly. You get that attack off, and they're staggered. They're holding their side, but they don't back down, not yet. Hey, Virik, why don't you give me a death save?
I believe in you.
Nope.
I don't know.
Yep.
About that believing in me.
The one in front of you is, like I said, for the other one, just
Right.
holding their side, burning, bleeding.
I do apologize. I didn't quite hear. What happened to me with the con save?
Oh, sorry. You're stunned.
Stunned, yeah.
So you don't get anything. It's only for a turn.
Yeah.
They will... This monk here will pick up Virik, like sling him over his shoulder, and this one's not been very injured, and will just start, you know.
Oh, bye guys.
Oh no.
This one will start attacking old Aelinor. Shouldn't say old Eleanor. It's rude to say that to a lady.
Oh, damn.
But it's one of those things, even though you're stunned, when you like manage to shake back up, you have tough armor, and you're just a tough person. And for the most part, unless they get lucky, a punch doesn't do something. And Tobias, you also don't get hit.
Okay.
Why am I the only one?
Because you have an AC of 13, they have an AC of 17.
Why?
Weirdly enough, that like 4 difference.
Yeah, that's fair. That makes sense.
You feel it.
So let me do a bit of measuring here.
Right? We're all measuring.
Perfect. Okay. I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Zephyr Strike.
Yes.
And I'm going to use the extra damage and extra movement immediately. And just kind of look to my friend here. And as much as I would love to finish this, I'm going to go boop, 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 and attack this
Not
person.
even on camera anymore. There you are.
Yeah,
You just
so
swooshed
quickly
away.
that it didn't update until he was done. Like,
Yeah, and I'm going to attack this person with
Yeah,
advantage because
for
of
it.
Zephyr Strike.
Absolutely.
So let's.
I love that these are fast monks, and you're doing everything you can to be as fast as possible.
yeah.
That's a hit.
Perfect. So
They were not expecting people that were fast.
that's going to be a total of 17 damage.
Oh, they... Downside, they drop Virik. Upside, they don't drop Virik off the edge, which now you're here. That looked like what they were planning on doing.
Oh,
no. Like, because basically what happens is that Tobias casts a spell and just flash runs across and puts all the momentum into this attack. They don't go down, but they are bloodied like the other two. Virik, give me a death save. Okay.
Is that a pass?
Yeah, 10 is a pass.
yeah.
Oh, thank God.
Right.
There's a lot of
okay.
intricacies in 5e death saves for some reason.
It's like
There
a
are,
55% chance to
Yes,
pass.
it's you have a slightly more, and also if you get a 20, you instant up with 1 HP instead of the ones that give.
Which I've never played with before.
No, I know, but I
We
actually
always, like, gloss over that rule.
yeah, I Josh in the Monday game. Watching one of these was like, Ollie, you know that's not how it works. I've yelled at you for it before, and I'm like, I'm sorry, I forgot. And now I remember it because he yelled at me for it, which is certainly fair because that is a life or death rule that I'm okay with. But Eleanor,
Yeah. I'm gonna move over here, and I'm gonna throw a javelin at the head.
yes, I love that. That's hilarious.
Fuck him.
Yeah.
Hey!
That's brilliant. Oh, that's great. That you throw a javelin and the monk is like clearly ready to like deflect, but you maybe it's just going too fast, maybe not ready, and it just like spears directly through them, and they just like grip it, and they have a few moments of lucidity before they just slump to the ground.
I'm gonna bonus action cast Shield of Faith in front of me to hold off these two, and I'm gonna yell to Tobias to stabilize there.
Yeah, that's brilliant. Because guess what? These guys are gonna do. They're gonna attack you.
Yeah, my AC is at 90 now.
Yeah, it's pretty great. One attack will hit from this first monk, dealing 7 damage.
Okay.
These
And the
monks
second-
punch hard.
Yes, they're doing the kind of typical monk thing of they just know exactly where to punch.
Yeah.
There's not much
7
force behind
damage
it.
is the
It doesn't matter if you're
maximum
wearing
my
armor.
punch can hit.
Sorry, my brain turned off for a second there. Even though this other one has advantage, they never get through your Shield of Faith. As there is one of the punches that nearly goes into your head, but like the Shield of Faith just appears quickly as a sort of cold, icy barrier between you. But they never hit you. Tobias.
Well, I'm gonna step over this person's corpse and administer a health potion to my friend here.
Why, thank you, thank you.
Which it's 2d4 for a health potion, right?
+2.
+2.
Yeah.
So Virik heals for 8.
That's pretty good.
Hey. Oh, what happened?
Just like, don't look down.
Had enough of that today.
Then
That's true.
produce my crossbow and shoot at.
You
got-
used your action to up Virik.
Oh, is it not a bonus action? Oh, right. It's a bonus action if you use it on yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had that backwards.
But you can get ready your
that's fine.
crossbow for next time.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to do that then. In that case, I'm just going to move here.
Coolio. Virik.
Oh, I'm up. I'm gonna half my movement, stand up,
Yeah.
do one of those like things where I'm just like,
Everything's spinning for a bit.
yeah, just like, yeah. Okay, and I'm going to move here and throw one chakram at each of them. So first one, and I'm gonna do like I'm gonna do it at the same time.
Yeah,
so
of
style thing.
course you are.
So this
What's
one
wrong?
first.
I would be upset if you didn't.
That one hit,
Yeah.
and the other chakram at the other one. Oh, come on!
Oh. And that one doesn't
Does that
hit.
one hit?
That's a shame. I was
Okay,
so
now I
ready
can-
for the chakram double kill, but it didn't come.
Oh, I definitely catch that one.
Catch him.
Yeah, I catch him.
I don't know.
Got that 20 on a catch.
I'm gonna hit the one that looks most injured.
Okay. That's a miss.
Well, wobbly dice right there.
Right?
That was me.
It's a roller coaster.
It was like 20, 17, 19, 16, 3.
Yeah, they're just going to attack Eleanor. I was going to see if they're going to be cute, going to move, but nah. No time for cuteness. Got to take over the world. They have 1 hit against you
Okay.
for 8 damage.
Okay.
Or that's combined. The two of them just go in frickin' ham.
Still up.
Tobias. Of course
I
you
don't have
are.
enough movement to do what I truly wanted to do, but it just means I won't have advantage, which is fine. So I'm going to take a step this way
Mhm.
and attack this person, and we'll see what happens after this. Is that a hit?
That is a miss.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to continue to step around them and attack again.
Yeah, were you going to do the one and then the other?
Yeah,
Oh,
if
yeah.
it was able to hit, but that's okay. Shazam!
That's a hit. The power of, I was going to say Zac Efron. That's not his name. Who's the guy who's going to play Shazam in
What?
the new movie?
Oh, it is, yeah.
It's not Zac
No,
Efron.
not Zachary, no, but it's
But it's the guy with a name similar enough that
I know
I'm
who you're
not
talking
insane.
The,
Oh,
the fact that I knew exactly who you were talking about when you said that, but I know it's not Zac Efron.
When you
is-
like dash around this monk, they manage to block the Kopesh coming, but they don't block the rapier to the back. And similar to the last one, they have enough lucidity to realize they're dying before they slump to the ground, a bloody mess.
Zachary Levi.
Zachary Levi! Ain't that
As
cool?
the guy dies, I'm just like, no more monkey business for you.
Ah. The best thing is that you probably don't even know what monkeys are, so it's like a oblivious pun.
Yeah, he's not aware he's making a pun. And if they are aware, it would just make the passage of death easier, I would assume. Because it's like, you know what, this is fine, actually. I would rather not be around you anymore.
Is that why you tell dad jokes on death?
Yeah, because it makes it easier for the
Them
person
to deal with it, to process it.
Yeah.
Okay, seeing that, Beric's going to sprint up, end up right behind this one, and have a chop chop on his back.
Nice.
Yeah, brilliant.
Nice.
That
I would like to
is-
say the way I do it is I jump around and jump behind him, doing the chop down his back with both hands.
Oh yeah, as well as AO like readies an attack or like readies to be punched, and then it just falls over forwards with the 2 cuts down the back. Alrighty. Just wipe
the
off
blood
the
off
blood.
I drink a potion.
Yeah, I might do the same.
Yeah, I'm going to do the same.
Alrighty.
And I mean, then we gotta keep running, right?
Well, you don't see any more immediately.
Oh,
You
No,
just
but
rolled
we have to get to the
2D plus
museum, right?
2.
This is the museum.
Oh,
So,
okay.
actually, to describe, because you're not in combat anymore, you can look down, and there isn't a door. It's actually there is a door. It's one of those sort of ceremony buildings where there is a door. It's just so rarely shut. It's essentially designed to be always open to a slightly larger area there. And then it just looks to be a long corridor with sideways down to other parts of the museum, but a long corridor down to the main attraction down here, which appears to
I'm going
be
to drink another one.
a large.
So you said these monks had like tattoos, right?
Mhm.
I would like, let's check them out. What are
So-
we looking at here? Because this is a thing, actually. As Eleanor as well, I'm sure we don't recognize these tattoos, but
No.
we know about tattoos.
They are very much
They're
not.
gonna be significant, yeah.
Yeah, they're very much not northern tattoos, but they all have. They've got to be significant, right? What you guys realize when you like pull up one of these monks to like look at them, is that you recognize this language because Barut's been going on about it. It's primordial script, which none of you read, but you've been around enough to recognize that it's primordial script. Primordial is written along a line, and it makes 2 circles on the back of their head, which it's gotta mean something. It's
Well-
too much to mean nothing.
It's a good thing we have a head bag. And they have had tattoos. And
Crunk. Take a head.
Oh my
the
god.
tattoos like don't continue down their back or anything.
No, you can check. It is just that. Some of them have marks of being whipped or a little bit of maybe tattoos from a previous life. But
Okay, yeah, then I take their heads so
nothing
they
else
can
modest.
examine them later.
Definitely just take the smallest head.
yeah.
Grab
Yeah,
a head.
You
not
got
all
to
of
keep
them.
space in the head bag. It's a pretty
Just not the dwarf head is what I'm saying.
Just
yeah.
make sure the tattoos are all the same on each of them, right?
They are.
The
They are.
dwarf also-
Yeah, that's
okay.
fine. One's fine then.
Yeah, you
Just
only need
one. Yeah.
You're like,
Is the
well,
dwarf
they were all
also-
the same. I only needed to show you one.
Is the dwarf also clean shaven?
No, beard is not shaven off.
But he's bald on his head.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's wild to me
Yeah.
that a dwarf would be bald.
Yeah, a lot of dwarves are bald. But yeah.
I imagine we're having this conversation while I'm hacking his head off. Like,
Yes,
yeah, no,
absolutely.
it's really
You're checking
weird.
them.
I'm very sure the background just glug 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 glug.
Strange.
It's just the darnest thing, you know?
It really is.
It's
I need like
You ever worry that we're getting desensitized to violence?
yeah.
It's like
there's-
the blood off the sword.
No.
Varric's just like, I need something that like breaks the fall when falling. It's like big, maybe a sheet, like with like ropes or something.
It's when you're having this an insane conversation and an insane contraption that would never work. But someone timidly comes out of the museum. They appear to be someone who works there, I guess. And they're like, "Did you? Oh, you've dispatched them. Oh, okay." As again, it was like head bag.
Yeah. Head meat bag.
Yeah. I'm. That's a lot of blood. You dispatched them. Very, very good. These villains came in and stole from the museum.
Yeah, the rook should be here soon, but what did they steal?
He will point back to the chamber, basically, you know, straight back. What do we give me perception checks? He'll say is like there is we call it one of the hearts of the city. It's a brilliant crystal, quite large. It's very important to the history of the city. Always an attraction that works.
It's a
fine.
good storm. Would
but
it also happen to be called a gate stone?
He kind of like gives like a small charge and says, we call it the gate of the city here.
Is it like a big rock?
Yes, it is like a big rock.
What kind of rock was it?
A magical stone of importance of a cultural significance.
Oh yeah, we have tons of those back at the old Greyfist Keep, you know? And I like look to my companions, like, do you guys remember getting that stone as part of our initiation?
Yeah. So the rook should have been here by now.
Oh yeah. Those
And I'm saying that to the
Aelin said it as
Yeah.
well. He looks around. He will actually like he's a little bit. He'll like look outside to the street.
Yeah, but Verk, do you remember in Thundrel how the guards were, you know, supposed to be there and doing their job and they weren't?
Yeah, but I didn't get the feeling that these guys did stuff like that. They mostly used like, I guess they do mind altering stuff.
yeah,
they
but just
never
think of
really-
it this way.
When you get this far south, those things just happen.
Yeah. Like, people suck here. And like, if you
Well-
if they were good at their jobs, we wouldn't have as much employment opportunity as we do. So it's at their
that's true.
this is actually a good thing. But
I'm actually going to walk in and look for any signs that the rooks came here and left, or if they even got here at all.
You actually see some arrows embedded in like the inside wall, but so they might have already been here
okay.
because these guys definitely weren't using bows. When
Okay,
you walk
well, that's
inside,
either good or
very-
bad.
you hear a loud creaking sound. Not
Ah.
not a noise that Vera could recognize, but it sounds like, you know, the creaking of a ship or a large building, you know? Just horrible, one kind of noise you can feel in your bones.
Guys,
What up?
thought there was a creaking, crackling weirdness. I'm just like Vera just stopped moving, like he's worried if he takes a step, the building will just collapse. So he's just gonna.
Luckily, you already took some steps.
Oh fuck!
But what you see happening does not happen directly in front of you. Down in the far chamber, which you haven't walked up into yet, you see, almost as if crawling out of the air, a large creature made of stone. Sort of goes.
Ah, fuck elementals, and I'm just gonna sprint back the other way.
Exactly. Well, first of all, you'll re-roll initiative.
Yep.
The best way to describe it is almost like reality is cracking around it. The air kind of catches the light differently around it. It's pulling its way out, very much like just breaking through some kind of barrier.
Perfect.
That's great.
that is great for what I wanted to happen. So that creaky crackling happens. I hope. Oh my god! You beat me by one.
I beat you by one.
You don't get the top
Another
initiative today.
nat 20.
Fuck! That ruins my joke. Oh well, that's fine. That's good.
Oh no, my joke.
I know. It's just like fuck. Oh well.
Yeah. So it's wait a minute. It's an earth elemental. It's not fast. It's an earth elemental. It's not fast. Tobias, you hear that noise and you're ready long before, you know, it becomes truly apparent what's going on.
Yeah. That's gonna be me using my bonus action to cast Hunter's Mark Jr. I guess that's not really something you cast. I'm using.
Semantics.
I focus my senses on this creature and loose a crossbow bolt, ripping down the hallway.
Oh.
Very poorly, I'll add.
Yeah, it's one of those things. You're like so prepared. The crossbow bolt does hit. It just bounces off the thing.
Yeah.
As one would expect.
Well, that's not good. And I'm gonna just take a step back. That's my
So the next thing the people on the outside see, so the people on the outside just see him fire the bolt in, and then they see Virik sprinting the fuck out. That's a big, angry, and preparing to like chuckle.
Analyze the most accurate reaction. This is the adventurer equivalent of someone walking at the end of your shift and dropping work on your desk.
Like you're closing the gate of the store and someone's like, oh, I just need one thing. I know where it is. And you're like, the cache is already closed down. My hubris is my downfall.
I take out a potion. I like, go to like cheers and my party members are hiding behind me. And I drink it.
Yeah.
Like, well.
Alrighty, do you want to do anything else?
I'm gonna move.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're in charge of the thing. That's my turn.
Virik runs away and then runs towards. It will start moving. Once it gets fully out, it just sort of like one hand on the ceiling. You'll even look behind it. And earth elementals, actually this image I have for it is quite accurate. It's a vague humanoid shape made of shifting chunks of rock. Some of them even have a little bit of moss on it.
I realized I would have actually only been able to get to here. I apologize. Sorry.
You better not be cheating.
I'm not. Because look, I started like there.
Yeah,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh wait, I could have made it there. So 10.
And it'll just start stomping. Doesn't even get all the way towards you because it's just
Yeah.
making
I'm
the
wondering if I
building
should heal
shake.
if I should smite.
Tobias.
I think search within yourself. You know what the answer is. Will use my bonus action to cast regular Hunter's Mark on it.
You've loaded it up.
Yeah,
Prepared. You've prepared.
And shoot with a crossbow once more. You know, I thought it was gonna get there.
So close.
I know, right?
This time when you hit it, it like actually looks down at the part you hit, just in like disamusement. As you
Classic
tickle the thing.
Earth Elemental move. All right, and that's my turn.
I mean, I can't even be mad because you have fought Earth Elemental creatures before,
Right.
so you can throw that shade.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Speaking of quite
5,
literally
6.
throwing shade,
7, 8. You know what? Wait, how far was the thingy? Fuck. Okay.
oh, you're just not out of. You can throw a disadvantage.
9. No, the thing is, I didn't want to get too close. But
Yeah.
Within mashing range.
exactly. That's what I didn't want to be in, but that's okay.
I
Okay.
would love
and-
the attack on the monster man you just said.
I-
Mash.
I do think that this hallway where we're at is where you want to encounter it, because then you can navigate around him. You don't want to fight him in that corridor.
Yeah. So I'm guessing the first one didn't, and the second one
misses,
did.
The second one does
So
hit.
you're saying we should bring it back a little bit more?
Like, basically what I'm saying is you should stay where you're at, because if
Let him
you
come
go
to
up
you.
and hit him, then
Yeah,
you're
and
able to
then-
go around to give you advantage, you know?
Gotcha.
Double
No,
catch.
that's smart.
Good. Okay. Now with my last 5 feet of movement.
Oh, that's mean spirited.
I'm terrified right now. I've gone down already.
I am going to prepare an action for when it comes into range and hit my greatsword.
Yeah. Guess what it's gonna do? It's gonna come into range.
It's gonna come into range?
Yeah.
Cool.
Supposedly, like,
It's okay.
it's not scared of you. It doesn't
Does it
care.
attack first or do I attack? How does that work?
You attack because you came into it because you said come into
Ha-
range.
On the stack, like which attacks happen first?
Yours.
On the stack.
There's actually the best way of wording it. That's why you
I'm gonna
use the
smite
stack.
as well.
Yeah. no,
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah,
You go
if you
ham.
don't smite when you crit as a paladin, what's the point?
Exactly. Right?
Yeah.
That's so good.
All of that.
And the best thing is that you.
See, we make Aelinor
me-
angry by hiding
Yeah.
behind her, and she doesn't.
Let me describe this after I take all that damage off the creature.
39.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It lumbered up to you without fear in the world. You just stab forward because you don't give a. This is just. It's tough. Who cares, right? You just and the blade as you smite just pierces into the thing like butter. Maybe you got a weak point. Maybe it's the spirits. Either way, the thing just freezes, and even like its hands go and like pure pain in a creature that probably barely feels pain. Brilliant attack. Oh, impressed. Next up is next up is the naughty boy. I'm
I
sorry.
was just about to say, is he gonna reciprocate?
Yes. But neither of those hit.
Excellent. 'cause I
He'll
chose to
kind of
smite
like
and not heal.
yeah, attack at you, but you manage to duck and dive out of the way as every attack he does just sends chunks of this room flying. This place is gonna be a mess by the end of it. Tobias.
Alright, I'm gonna go to a room, and like as I pass by this chair, I'm just gonna drop my crossbow on it.
I knew I put the chairs there for a reason.
Like I'm just gonna chuck my crossbow and then draw my two swords as I go here and just skirt by Virik. And I will attack him twice.
See, that's why I stepped back. Totally, exactly planned.
Yeah, to
Yep.
make a hole for me, for sure. And huzzah.
We believe it, honey.
And damn. Do either of those hit?
The 18 does.
That's good. But wait, there's more.
Yeah, I guess that you deal 5 damage, huh?
Yeah, it's consistent.
If this was Mario Party, you'd get like 30 gold for that.
Or if this was Monopoly, I'd be going to jail.
The economies are very different in the Mushroom Kingdom versus Moneybags' hellhole Jumanji world.
AKA Monopoly.
Yeah.
Moneybags is hellhole.
Jumanji World.
Also,
If there was a board game, if it was like a Pixar movie, it was like the life of board games. I don't want to know what Monopoly's like. They try and make it
Oh,
all
no.
cutesy, but
It's just like crippling. No, it's bad.
Virik.
Okay, well, I'm
crippling.
gonna. Yes, I'm gonna scoot past here, and I'm gonna give it a
You
double chop in the
absolutely
back.
can slide under this thing's legs.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, if I'm doing that, I'm gonna do the whole as I go through.
Oh, you don't attack a
Again,
man's
I've done this
boulders.
before.
For
Damn.
23
Okay.
hits.
Well, one of them.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna.
Yeah, because you
Jump
if
back.
you attack someone, they don't get an attack opportunity against you.
Yep.
Yeah, I am also gonna move around over here. And
There we go. Shall we start our circle of advantage?
That's a hit. I mean, you have advantage if you want to roll that.
oh yeah. Do.
if you crit,
Yeah.
just
might
for
crit.
funsies.
But that's a lot of damage.
It's a little damage. Actually, I'm gonna re-roll it too as well. Nice, that's plus 2 damage. So that's 15 points of damage.
Yeah, yeah.
I like to imagine that as I run around, I don't ever pull my greatsword out from the first stack. I just kind of like cleave around it like clay.
Oh!
Hell yeah.
Like you cut clay with like a wire.
Yeah,
my God, I
that's
love it.
actually
Yeah.
brilliant. And you're just making this big hole in the thing. And because it's an earth elemental, it's not like screaming or anything. It's just like looking down at itself as you're cleaving it open, like whoa. And it
What the
will,
fuck?
not very happy. It will finally just against you, which is what we want. We want the earth
Just
elemental. to
the head
punch.
boop.
Yeah.
Hand extend.
There's going to be 17 bludgeoning damage.
Oof, am I alive? I am. I have 1 health.
Wow!
Good.
Holy cow.
It's got a second attack.
Oh no!
That also hits.
Oh
Oh no.
Yeah, you're going down. I love that you're always like, is that all you've got? Punch.
Bonk.
And with that, we're actually going to take our break and roll back into the combat after a couple of minutes. So we'll see you later.
It's okay, I have a healing potion. I have 1 healing